Hello everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. Today I'm coming at you with a Wear OS app review, and that app today is going to be called Wear for Tesla. Now, I know this might not be an app for everybody, but I'm telling you it is super cool and one of the reasons we love our smartwatches. This has definitely come up to one of my most used apps. But before I get into the app, let's go ahead and talk about the accessories I've got today on my Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. If you've watched my videos before, you know my Watch 5 Pro is actually the titanium version. So today I have the Ring-K Slim case on, pop-on case, and then I also have the Ring-K inner bezel styling. That's that nice pretty black round. And then I'm also wearing the LDFAS black titanium before. I will link all this stuff to the bottom. I wanted to wear my black titanium band today. That's why I popped on this Ring-K Slim case. It makes the watch black and it pretty much covers everything. So makes it look pretty good. The watch face is an MD watch face we'll be going through today. I'll try to remember to link to that also. All right, so let's get into this app. So about 3 months ago, I finally went out and bought the geekiest car I could find, and that is a Tesla Model 3. After using it for a while, if you're a Tesla owner, you know that you control most of that car with your smartphone. And so I thought, I bet you there's a way to control it with my watch. And first app I tried is called Wear for Tesla. Now, this app, once you download it, you get a little bit of a surprise, and you actually get 3 different apps, which I thought was interesting, but I did contact the developer and ask what the purpose of that was for, and that was for if you wanted certain things quicker. You can have separate apps for certain parts of that, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. I'm going to open up the main app, which is called Wear for Tesla, and there you go. Right from the beginning, you get a nice little quick, what I call quick toggles, real quick. You get a picture of a Tesla right there, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quick toggles right there. So on this main screen, you get the open button for your frunk, your open button for your trunk. You got your remote start. You have your Sentry mode. You also have your warm up your car, which I use a lot here in Colorado. And then you have your charge status here. So I'm going to go through all of these settings on here, and then we'll take a quick jaunt outside and test some of them. So if you scroll up here, it does work with the bezel. You got more controls. You got stats, you got vehicles, and then you have accounts. So let's start with more controls, and you got even more controls. You can control your windows, you can put it in valet mode, you can turn on your defrosters, you can lock all your doors, you can stop and unlock your port, activate the horn when you're wandering around like me, can't find your Tesla, blink the lights, same concept, activate valet mode. You got some direct buttons right here. Open the windows, close the windows, defrosting on, defrosting off, so you don't actually have to go through the thing. And then you got your car's location. Super cool. So then you got stats, which will then open your stats page. It's going to tell you how much you got charged, what your charge limit's set to. Currently I'm charging it right now. It's added 10 miles since I just charged it. And it'll tell me how long until I'm charged. It tells me it's cold because it is cold as crap right now. 42 degrees outside, 68 degrees on the inside of the car. Driver, what each one of those are set to. And then it'll tell you what your status is on each one of those. It tells you the car is locked, gives you the status of all the doors, windows, stats, right? I mean, that's the stats page. And then here you have vehicles. So if you have more than one vehicle, so that's my vehicle right now. If you have more than one vehicle, it will pop up in here. You can add more than one vehicle, and I'll tell you something a little bit about that real quick. And then you have an account, and this is the account, the Tesla Wear for Tesla account, how this is set up. So, and then let's go down to settings. So settings, cool. You got tons of settings. You got wake up preferences. This one's kind of cool. You can send a wake up request to the Tesla as soon as you open the app, which actually I don't have that on for some reason, but I'm going to turn that on because I only open the app when I want to control the car. So I might as well set it up and not have to wait for that delay. And then you have history. I don't have anything in there yet. You have your account, which is actually your account right there. And then you have subscribe, and then you have about the app, which I'm currently on version 4.6.16. You can contact support here. And like I said, I did contact the developer to ask a couple questions. Daniel is his name. He was super responsive. So let's get out of the settings and let's get back up to here. So if you noticed, when you click that button right there, this is actually opening up a separate app. So we were talking, you can set your temperature to what you want to pre-warm your car up to. So you can turn it on and then you can turn it off. Now, if you noticed down here, that's what that app was for. So that just opens that up. And then if you notice down here, you got this one right here, which is actually the stats app. So like I said, if you wanted to go straight to those, you could. And if you wanted to, what I have is I have the Wear for Tesla on my touch target, so I can quickly open that up. And so if you wanted to, you can set that up to where you can quickly open up your temperature or your stats. So that's why you have them separated like that. It makes sense now that I've actually gone through this app. Me personally, I just go to this main one because normally I'm opening the frunk and I am preheating the car is usually the two things that I'm doing the most. So this works out pretty well for me. Super great, super cool. Now, this is only a $7 app, which I think is totally worth it if you wanted to use that. And there is a subscription model to it. It has very limited use. It's like $2 a month. And what that allows you to do is change the color of this little icon and then allows you to add multiple Teslas to your account. The things you need the subscription for, I am not in a point in my life where I can own 2 Teslas, so I'm not too worried about that yet. But if you do have more than one Tesla and you want to control it from your watch, you will have to get the subscription. So why don't we take a look outside real quick? Let's go outside and see how this works. Okay guys, we are gonna just do a quick field test here. I have that app right here. Let's try some of the more standard stuff, like let's open the trunk. Boom, opens the trunk, no problem. Let's try opening the frunk, my most common use, and I don't know if you heard it, but the frunk is now open. One of my other common ones I like to use is to heat it up, so get it right there, and of course it won't because there's a door open, right? So it won't let me heat it up. But let's see what else we can get here real quick. Under more controls, you got windows, so you can open your windows. Gives you that nice windows where if you got some heat going on in there, your windows will open up partially. Of course, you can do that from here, and then of course you can close them. Fantastic. You can go into valet mode. Oops, I'm opening them again. Let's close those. Yeah, they're closing. Perfect. All right, let's get out of here. Defrosting, lock, stop and unlock, activate horn. There you go. Hits it one time for you so you can find it. Blinking lights. Okay, get you a blinking light going on there. Again, activate valet. You can open the windows straight from here, so you don't actually have to go into that part. So you have a little shortcut here if you want to use that. Same thing with close the windows. You can click on that and it closes the windows for you. And this is giving me a vibration every time it actually gets that done. So pretty good stuff. Those are usually the main ones I do. That I need to use all the time. And again, remember, when you're walking up to your car and you're already outside, the last thing you want is your phone in your hand. I mean, it's a nice, easy day today here, but usually you got some stuff. And lots of snow here recently in the great state of Colorado. So, all right, guys, let's get back inside and finish this video up. Okay, we're back inside now. That works, as you can tell, it works super good. It's really fast and responsive. It is just as fast as when I use the app on my phone. I've never had any problems. The only time I've had a problem is sometimes there's a delay for it to connect, But at the same time, it's really the same thing happens with the app, but most of the time it is super, super fast. As you saw in the use video there, it's really quick, super handy. So again, why do you use this watch instead of just pulling out your phone? Most of the time, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm not even near my watch. I want to hit the car, warm up the car before I leave. When I'm walking through the parking lot and I need to open the front because I'm going to throw some bags in there, again, don't have to pull the phone out, which is super, super handy. The less you have your phone in your hand, the less chance you're going to drop it. And as most of you know, I don't keep cases on my phone. So one of the strategies of not dropping your phone is don't have your phone in your hand as much as possible. So an app like this is just fantastic. I really enjoy using it. It works super great, and I would recommend it if you have a Tesla. Like I said, this one here is only $6.99. It's been worth every dollar. I really enjoy it, and I can't recommend it even higher. So that's all I have today for this particular app. I appreciate you all staying to the end, and I will see you on the next one.